Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
I already started like a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, you always start early, I know.
Cheater.
No, I start on time. You start late.
All right. Right on the set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to. And today we are joined by...
Tracy Cupcakes.
Hey, it's Shroud.
And Jade.
And we also have Led Zepp in the studio with us, as well as Carrie Death, who may or may not talk today.
Yeah,
And we also
coffee.
have... Joining us in-game today is Barrick Halfhand, who is the new community manager
That's right.
for
Welcome,
Portalarium.
Barrick.
He appears to be AFK right now, so hopefully he's tuned in and watching along, and hopefully he's going to be just like you, and he's going to join us in Discord. And just in order to join us in Discord, you just go to nbnn.info and you click on the Join Us button, and then from there you just type in the name that you want to use on the show, and then from there you just come into the channel and you talk with us.
That's right.
And yay, that
We
makes the show
welcome
better.
You, the audience, come join us here every day here in Shroud Avatar. And of course, after hours. You don't have to just join us on the show. We're here pretty much most of the day, throughout the day, helping answer questions and cracking jokes, having a good time back here.
Just hanging out and doing our thing.
That's right.
Chilling.
'Cause that's what we do. I lost something there. There it is. Okay.
See, this is what happens when you restart your computer.
Hey,
you lose
well, it
everything.
was either that or have no audio, and we really can't do a show without audio. So, anyway, for the record,
Well, yeah, we've done that a few times.
yeah, we
so.
have. We actually have. You're right. For the record, it is May 19th here in Shrouded Avatar 2016. Welcome to the show, everybody. We appreciate you all joining us out there today. Gotta say hello to all the good folks over in chatting with us as well as everybody here in the room. And again, we invite you all to come join us. So if you got something to say, we hit on a topic that hits close to home, please feel free to say something in chat. Say it, shout it out loud, come into the game, or come into Discord like Jack said.
Yes, and Sater is trying to get the NBNN drinking game started, and he's trying to go with new rules. Instead of every time we say bug, he wants us to say ball or balls.
Well, we could have a field day with that just on the gust ball premise. Because I could just, break out the gust ball at any time of the day. And or we can take Casey's balls and put them in our mouth. So I think that's just a little too easy. Yeah,
There's lots of balls.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how many people would actually partake in a afternoon drinking game during our show, but of course, that would mean we'd be getting people drunk 24 hours a day, since we are rebroadcasting these shows on the internet 24 hours. So, I mean, that could be
pretty damn
dangerous. That could be dangerous to some people out there. Funny, but dangerous.
I'll drink to that.
There you
It'd
go.
make Justin's work go better.
Well, you know what? And not everybody, like the good folks down at Portalarium, get to have a couple cocktails while they're working and doing their jobs. You gotta admit that these guys, got a pretty good working conditions when they get to hang out every once in a while, do their videos and do shots with the rest of us in the out there in the world while they're at
Tito's
work.
in a water bottle. You can drink anywhere.
Yeah, that's an old one. But
have you seen the combat system?
Somebody's been drinking.
Yeah. That's all that homebrew and craft beer that Jack keeps dropping off and Chris keeps drinking down there.
Jay will expound upon
Somebody's
that.
been drinking. They've all been drinking.
Yep.
What'd you lace it with?
It was Scorpion juice. That's
More
what
beer.
it was. Now, I hear we're getting a toned-down version of the Scorpion juice for Hobloth here. I see Jennifer is working on making a what is it, user-friendly version, as it may be. Hey, your Kush lady.
I
how
mean,
you
it's
doing
like
out there?
virgin.
No, she's mellowing it out with some orange and some lemon and some other stuff, and just
Well,
hope-
she likes the drinks.
I hope
Well.
she's using my ghost pepper seeds to make it.
Well, she had a picture of it
Yeah.
out there on Facebook. You can check that out on the Shrouded Avatar Facebook page. She's got pictures, so you can actually check out what Scorpion juice looks like while it's being made.
Yeah, I think
How's that?
I'll pass. But she is actually making it for Hobloth due to
Yes.
the fact that one of her quests does involve, or one of Blake Blackstone's quests involves drinking Scorpion juice. So
Oh, that
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
interesting.
see, that's what you get for actually reading the quests that are available at Hobloth. And remember, that's going to be in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I tried it. It wasn't hot enough, so I gave her ghost pepper seeds to hopefully kick it up a notch. But I don't think she's gonna make it that hot.
Yeah, according to the
Spicy.
article, she's toning it down, making it a little bit more mellow.
Spicy's
Some,
nice.
some people like it mellow.
Yeah, let's just say it didn't really taste that great.
Yeah, well, anything that's got that kind of kick.
And if you want to refer to me as a pansy for not taking many shots of it, I will take that label gladly and wear it.
You will take
And-
what gladly and
but-
wear it?
The label.
That pansy, yes.
Oh,
Act's a lightweight.
And
get a pansy
Yep.
flower, put it in your hair.
Well, hopefully we'll have a flower hat by then, and we'll have some flower hats we can wear while we're down there.
the pansy hats.
The pansy hats. Is that what we're gonna call them now?
That's right. Yep. No.
I'm
Okay,
gonna start a nature religion where we wear the flower hats and we go around and we hug trees. You know, we'll be the tree huggers. Is,
Too late.
Are we going to be skyclad?
We will protest of the harvesting of all the pine and wood in our forests.
All the wood.
No, I have not seen
the wood?
Stella yet. Stella! Where are you, Stella?
Yeah, Stella's not here yet.
Stella is not here yet. Although I met a friend of Stella's yesterday, and
raining
she
here.
was kind enough to send us a donation. She's another friend
Awesome.
of the show now, and I got the real name there. I'm not going to use that, but I want to thank you out there. She speaks highly. She says if Stella likes us, we must be okay. So
Yeah, right.
that was a pretty nice compliment. I guess Stella's a little picky,
I don't think we're okay.
but hey, we love Stella. Stella's a big fan, and she hangs out and keeps us company all the time. We love her, as we do all our fans out there.
Yep.
We just love some a little bit more, if you know what I mean. Hey, baby.
He means he loves himself a lot.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with self-love, my friend.
Where the nut
can't-
butter
if you-
comes from.
If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with, even if that's yourself. I tell you.
Oh,
Led Zepp knows that one.
we digress here.
That's right. You
Moving
your
right
Led Zepp
along.
flashbacks there.
Ooh,
Of the one you're
starting
with.
to sweat. If no one loves you, love yourself.
That's right.
I don't think my mic's working with my moving right along.
Oh, no, we didn't hear that.
I heard it.
And we are moving right along. We're moving right down the
We'll-
track at breakneck speed and really derailing this puppy.
Yeah, straight into the gutter.
Same place I drag y'all every time I show up.
Yeah, you know, we got the weekend nearing. We got Hoblet nearing. Everybody's itching for the next week's release. You know, everybody's getting a little antsy around here, and you can't blame them. You know, it's the post-wife post-release blues.
Belly dancing with Barrett.
So I
wow.
went to the specialist today and got my hard cast off. Now I'm in a soft cast. So
In a
I made
soft
some,
cast.
I made some cupcakes.
Are you able to manipulate the digits a little bit more?
Actually, take my nose now.
But that's not a replacement for the dry sack, right?
No.
Swamp sack.
No longer dry. It's the wet sack.
You ready for the stand-up corner?
I don't know. What do you think? You think it's time to actually get some news into the people's hands out here? Tell them a little bit about what's going on out there in the world?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I just enjoy hanging
'Cause-
out with my friends here, you know, doing what we do best.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
Jaren's
Shroud.
telling us that it's all good as long as we don't go blind.
That's right. I'm going blind, Ma, I'm going blind.
I got hair on my palms.
And then Luke is asking the question of what's the weather like in Texas and what should she pack? Okay, so normally in June it's about 80, 90 degrees and very, very sunny. But lately it's been raining a lot and it's like 60 degrees right now. So everything will change in 2 weeks. So be prepared.
Lingerie, I guess.
It's,
And as far as your cast go, Casey, Justin had the comment that hard is so much better than soft.
Oh, moving right along.
Moving right
4
along.
hours.
Straight into the stand-up corner. This is the stand-up corner from
You're pushing the rope.
yesterday. From yesterday, Wednesday, May 18th. Today is the 19th. Over in the art
I love how
Bob is
Justin
working
can
on
just zing it
Viking
from
homes.
work. You know, that's just terrific. I gotta love this shit.
The next one's even worse.
You know, they think we're bad. They don't know the woman folk are even worse than we are around here. I tell you what. With the exception of Jade. Jade's probably the only civil one I know out of the group.
She's the sweetheart.
Kush Lady's pretty awesome too.
Yes. We only ever get a chance to really mingle with the Kush lady here during the show, though. I wish we would get some more time to hang out in game.
Kush lady. Like diesel lady.
Okay, so let's see.
Moving right along.
We're moving right along. Where was I?
Bob
Fletcher was
stuck?
working on helms.
You're on the second line.
I know. I'm still lost. I don't know where
I was
this
going to
started.
say, is Bob
So,
stuck?
Fletcher. Yeah, Bob was working on Viking homes.
Yeah.
Fletcher was working on helms and tunics and Founders leather polish. And the story time with Lord British.
Polishing Founders leather.
He's polishing the leather. Yep.
At least he stopped polishing the helmets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kevin was working on the Blood Raven and the Epic Merchant outfit and doublets. Leo, the sound guy, was working on audio tweaks and forest sound effects and the Oracle. Matt was working on audio, was working on bugs and movement and story time with Lord British. Reed
Story
was working
time,
on the Burnt
Lord
Tavern
British.
optimized. Yep. And story time with Lord British. Story time with Lord British is always the fun time of the day.
Tell me a story.
I wonder if after they're done with story time with Lord British, they take a nap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's
nap time.
with Lord British. And who gets
That's
to
hilarious.
like? And as they're snuggling, who gets to start gnawing on him?
time with Lord British.
Yes, and then the dungeon kit optimizations. Scotty was working on the Artifice technical write-up and the family crushing.
Oh, yay.
See, so you've got story time with Lord British, followed by family crushing.
Sound right.
I'll get it.
So you have to remember, Scotty's been working on dungeons and playing around with torture devices. So
that's
now
right.
it's time to now it's time to go ahead and put someone's family to death.
We're going to
So,
put them in
yes.
those Iron Maidens, stretch them on
Family
the rack.
crushing is much better than dream crushing.
I wonder if that's any relation to old geezer crushing.
Huh.
Maybe it is.
Look it up on the Urban
yeah.
Dictionary.
We are family.
Over in design, we had Brandon working on decorations and recipes, and the Obsidian Merchant and crafting. Dan was working on the player towns and story time with Lord British, and the Estgard docks and the Overworld spawns. Overworld spawns.
He said
Overworld spawns.
Overworld spawns.
Finn was working on interactives and art support and the Spyglass. Fire Lotus was content writing and story time with Lord British.
Story time.
Story time. Put me to sleep.
Keith was working on Novia and released 30 tasks and story time with Lord British.
What the heck's going on there? Yeah, they must be taking
Source.
down.
Yeah.
Sorcerer Steve was plowing Brittany Fields and then working the backside in the Brittany Wharfs while planning with Lord British.
Story time with Lord British.
No, he was planning with
busy,
Lord
busy,
British.
busy.
Steve's too busy to sleep.
Over in tech, we had Eric working on the top Jiras. Jason was doing the server item updates and item logging. Wizard Smoke was working on crown merchants and guild bugs and chat channels. No global chat. One and Only working on targeting and error collision and animation support. Burning Toad was working on lot deed upgrades.
Burns.
Why does it burn?
Tassel, yeah. What lot deed upgrades? It burns. What's the connection?
Burning Toad. It burns. You got a sell for that?
Oh yeah. Tasselo was working on the store architecture and the web countdown and expiration accounting. Zach was working on function tests and durability reduction factor and tooltip polish. And Laz is receiving a phone call.
Telephone.
Over in QA, James was working on the QA. James was working on a QA interview and regression. Reese was working on the sanity and the QA interview and regression and forms. The production management and other is going to be Brecken working on the sticky webs in the world and story time with Lord British and shipping some packages.
Brecken rolls.
Dippy Bird was working on the QA interview and performance. Gorn was working with business with Richard Garriott and financials. Rustic Dragon was working on account services and event support. Barrick was working on the guidelines review and Hobloth. Guidelines review and community meetings and hospitaler planning. And Lord British was working with story time with Lord British.
Waiting for children.
I keep telling everybody, we're going to have children.
Is he pregnant?
Do they sit on the mats in a
Hungry?
circle?
You
Must eat
are
them.
the father.
Chaox was working on the QA interview and account services and customer service and science and music and offers audit. And Darkstar was working on lockdown direction and release 30 post and QA build direction and Jira triage. And that is what our devs were working on yesterday, or what they said they were working on in yesterday's stand-up meeting.
Carrie likes
What they
cocktails.
said they were working on, that's right. I wonder if Lum has decided to throw any bombs at them lately. I know he jokes around about it on Facebook, but I guess we have some fun just reading it, interpreting it ourselves. We don't need him throwing any more humor into it, as it may be.
Well, Lum wasn't there yesterday, so that's kind of hard.
Yeah, that is kind of hard.
Yeah, for him to throw jokes in if he's not in the stand-up corner, it's kind of hard for him to throw some snark in there.
What are these guys doing?
Casey's getting weird on me.
I know that. I see you guys.
Talking about my fan.
I'm glad there's a chat channel where the public can't see that stuff. I tell you.
Yeah.
Shit gets deep behind the scenes sometimes.
I can see for defamation of character there. What the hell?
No, you can't.
And just at her jokes that she's texting me is laughing at me for laughing at the jokes that she's texting me.
Oh well, she gets them in at the right time.
Yeah. I know. It's what I get for making her laugh while she's at work.
Now, I'm not going to go there.
Hurt so good.
Now, of course, it is Thursday here in Shroud Avatar, and of course that means
yes, it is.
It is the day after the Virtual League PvP event, and we have the lovely Lady Jade here in the studio. To give us the Thursday update, what happened, how many folks showed up, all that good stuff, who's won, who's kicking ass and taking names, and who's going home with their tail between their legs. Miss Jade, do you got your ears on there,
two.
as it may be? Can you hear us? Did we lose her?
No, she's here.
Yeah,
Don't
she's
forget,
got
you have to have it as the active window.
She's working on it.
Yep.
What? You got problems again? Oh, can't hear you, Jade.
She's working on it.
Nope.
Refresh the page.
She's typing right now.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna refresh.
Better not be a comment about a van and children.
Can you hear me?
We can.
There you go.
Yes, we can.
There she is.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing
How
great.
you doing?
I'm well, doing very well, thank you. We had a great night last night.
I saw.
Matt, go ahead.
I was gonna say you came by. I was working on some music. I got a little message that the events were starting, and I kept an eye on where everybody was from my piano. And you guys had quite the crowd gathering out there. So.
Yeah,
do
half
tell,
the audience
yeah.
almost got killed.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We got spectators dying in the stands again.
Almost.
That's what happens when you go to a PvP event. You take your life into your hands.
Well, one of the things that they're having a problem is that the archers, because of the targeting system is so mucked, that they're having to turn their backs to the audience lest their arrows go astray into the audience. It's kind of problematic. However, we did have matched our record with 20 competitors.
Very nice.
And Tier 2, JUCO took home the prize for Tier 2. Tier 1 was very exciting, very hotly contested, and let me look. Job actually came out of that on top.
Oh,
But
so-
top 3 in the Virtual League right now, top 3 are Job, Amara John, also known as Alexander John, and now JUCO. And the gap between first and second is hair thin. And the quality, again, I really do feel for the archers out there that are having significant targeting issues. I don't understand it all, but I could see it all.
Well, it's magic
You know.
also. Magic was a problem also. That wasn't targeting. too well.
We hope that all of our participants and our audience understand that this is all practice and a gear up to release. We want to be able to hold the best event that we can. We do hope that the developers are noting or hopefully somehow understanding that the 1v1 PvP is kind of tweaked right now because of this targeting issue.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun. It was great. Great showing, great fighters, great time.
Another thing is when you're trying to see what's going on, putting your reticle on the person to see what the hit points. I mean, you can't tell what's going on. There's, you can't see the nameplates or nothing. So
Yeah,
could
that's
use
something that's missing out of the targeting system as well. Is being able to have that nameplate so that you can see the health of what you're attacking. Unless you're right on it, and again, don't even get me started. You guys know what I've got to say about it. It's not good at this point. But it's just one of those things.
Work. But we do know that they are working on that. One and Only is currently testing that. He's trying to bring back soft targeting. He's trying to change the camera from forcing people into first-person mode for certain things to over the shoulder. So the next release is going to have substantial. Yeah. I'm hoping that they replace this that way. Because I like to pan them around as well. I know.
Yeah.
Hopefully those things will get changed in the very near future, but the hard part is we need to produce the videos and give the developers the actual commentary as we're doing something, and so that way we can actually address these issues. Because for the most part, they test things in isolation, and they test it with stand-up dummies. So it's if they're sitting there practicing, it's okay, I'm hitting this target on a stand-up dummy versus going out in the field
I
and
give them the easy
seeing
solution.
It's very
Go
different.
fight Zara. That's all. Go fight Zara. Go fight a Phoenix, and you'll see. You don't need to test an isolation.
You don't even have to test the Phoenix. You need to test something that's also going to have other mobs that in the vicinity as well.
Right.
So that way you can randomly
walk
pull
into any
other
scene.
monsters into your fight.
Yep. You can see your.
But
your
I'm giving you two examples
nowhere.
of stuff that's nearly impossible to hit half the time because you can't target it. But anyway, moving
And then
right along.
somebody try to heal you,
Let's
too.
let Jade finish up with her report there.
Nope, it was a great time. We had a great time. Again, we're just hoping for some answers and some solutions so that our tournaments are more fairly executed when the targeting system is adjusted so that our archers aren't killing people in the audience.
Yep, and we can see what's going on.
Well, that might just be a matter of building a little bit bigger arena and putting the stands a little further back. I don't know.
Well, we're already so far back
So,
that we can't see the fighters, so it kind of reduces the fun for the people watching.
Yeah, and I can definitely relate to that, being a camera angle guy with all that stuff. Of course, D-Googe, loving the music in the background from Shroud there, and Jaron Schwartzhart chiming in going, yeah, that Phoenix was brutal last night. And again, I use that as an example because that's what we were out fighting last night. We had about 6 of us out there, and man, this thing moves. And it's just, it's not easy to target. Let alone Zara. We had a party of 8 on Zara, man. That fire elemental, man, she zips around like you wouldn't believe. The minute you turn around to target her and you think you got to target her, she's halfway across the field.
Are you talking about the one in Nightshade Pass?
Yes, Zara the fire elemental.
The only way we could kill it, Onyx and I went out, and the only way we could kill her was with both of our Obsidian Wolves out, because the Obsidian Wolves are computers and we are not.
Yes, they can constantly track it down and target it. That's again, but this is just some of the easy examples that, of course, you can see where you have problems with that. But anyway, moving right along. I'm waiting for R30, which we're going to be seeing a week from now.
Yeah.
and we're really looking forward
And
to it.
hopefully it will be up on the QA server on Friday.
Absolutely.
Hopefully,
We're looking forward to a release this
I
weekend.
As in tomorrow.
Yes, as in
That'd
tomorrow.
be fun.
Always nice to see the weekend releases. Of course, sometimes we don't see that release till Monday, and everybody gets all antsy and annoyed because they didn't have any new toys to play with over the weekend. And then they got to wait till Thursday because they got real lives and jobs and all that stuff to get in the way of playing on the QA. But that's just the way things happen sometimes. I'm looking forward to seeing a QA tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the weekend update tomorrow. We've got the weekend
Looking
roundup.
forward to a lot of things for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you think that some of this targeting issue is going to be addressed in the QA tomorrow?
Hopefully.
I'm hoping so.
Yes.
When during the last Duke meetup, I did look over Justin's one and only shoulder and did see an early iteration of the new soft targeting system. So, but at the same time, since it was during a Duke Plus meeting, I can't really talk about it.
Can't really talk about it.
Other than say that in the stand-up corner, it says many times that he's working on a new targeting system.
As well.
So and
The
and I will
folks at
say it is an
Portalarium have already
improvement
told
over
us
what
they're
we currently
working on
have.
the over-the-shoulder. And we've actually gotten some information on that publicly. We just haven't seen it yet. So Chris has stated that it's going to be something they're going to be working on. It's going to take a couple months to fix. And we're hoping they get... JC hit the jackpot. And we're hoping they get it right. Again, we won't comment on what we don't know about it until we can actually play with it and it's in our hands. So again, not
And
fair
actually
to everybody that way. Can't bash something I haven't played with yet. And trust me, if it's worth bashing, we'll bash it. If it's good, we'll praise it. You all know that. We don't pull no punches around here. So Casey, not Casey, so Scroda is,
What's up?
D-Googe says, he loved the relaxed cover song in the background.
Thank you very much.
And glass
Rainbow
floors
in the
so the
dark.
fans can watch from overhead. Oh, I like that one. Is that
Well, that is something that is supposed to come in eventually with the what was it, the auditorium for the plays and stuff, where it's supposed to have an invisible glass wall,
Well,
so that
I
way
would
people
love...
can't talk.
Huh?
And so that is something that is supposed to come in at some point in time.
I would love to have something like that we could place for events that could be suspended, one or two blocks up or stacked up, where we can make a little platform out that could be seen through, just so A, you're not in the line of fire, and B, the camera view we would get would be just totally freaking awesome.
Guess what?
You could put women in there. It'd be like a cage, right?
Well, you could do that as well. You can make it like you can make it
Carrie
like the Pope mobile.
said something.
It's time.
Uh-oh, it's that time. And
What?
of course,
I
on
felt
the
like taking off my shirt.
on the subject of those wolves, Jaron mentions that the wolves don't have to deal with lag either.
Hold on, I gotta get the arm here properly.
I love how Jack's like instantly ready.
Yep, I just got to
Wait
press
for
the
this
Yeah,
button.
Jack, you shake that thing. What the hell's going on? That's crazy.
Gotta get
That's
the arm
obscene.
You gotta work
It's
it.
spastic.
That's obscene, man.
Shake it, baby, shake it.
Very spastic.
Let's
arm.
pull out the magic mic.
Oh, they're turking it too, man.
Jack's spanking it. He's riding that horse. Giddy up, little doggy.
It's it's
Ride him, cowboy.
moving right along. Moving right along. We do have
Moving
to talk
right
about
along.
hometown.
We're dancing naked and you want to move right along already? Sure. Well, it wasn't one of my rants, so now you just want to move right along. Okay. Hometown. What do we get? What do we got on Hometown today? We doing the
on Hometown. We do have the request for
the
there
Stealables
is
event?
a $20 worth of store credit up for the helping Hometown get the stealables in game. So
That's
they need
right.
a crime wave to hit Novia in the name of Hometown. So remember that eventually in one of the systems that's going into the game is tied to the virtue system is the fact that if you steal something from an NPC, it will negatively ding your virtue, and that's kept in the background, and it's not something, and the only way you
That's
actually
right.
get to learn about it is by talking with the
Is by stealing
The
it.
voyeur.
Yeah.
Talking to the
Pervert
Oracle.
voyeur.
My eyes. We're blinding Jared
someone
Shortar.
saying that my flapping arm is almost to the beat. So
What's
Hometown
that
is,
last?
for some of you that don't know what Hometown is, it is a scene that the devs created that is a showcase of every single house that is in the game. So if
Every
you are
single
interested
house,
in
every
acquiring
single basement,
a house,
every
yes.
single
Item.
template that's in game.
Yes, it is all
the
in
new
Hometown,
items.
and it is all decorated by players. Not all the items yet.
The new items.
And what they do need to decorate the houses are going to be pewter mugs, plates, bowls, wooden mugs, plates, and bowls, ceramic mugs, plates, and bowls, and everything not nailed down. Foods, jars, sacks, pitchforks, anything stealable and placeable. So if you can take it from an NPC house or something else, please do so and take it straight to Hometown. And there are a couple of chests that are available, and you have from now until Sunday, May 22nd at either 11, 1, 3, and 5 New Britannia time to collect as many stealables and then turn them in at Hometown for a point tally. And then from there, and there are prizes. Remember, $20 worth of store credit for the person that contributes the most. Or you can turn it in just for the goodness of your heart.
But $20
And
in
there
store
are-
credit don't hurt for doing it, that's
Yes.
for sure. Now, Luca's asking us,
Yes.
is that why the Watchers in Ardoris are at my heels all the time? You know, they're pesky little critters, and they're definitely curious little suckers. But yes, they're
Well,
Voyeur.
the watchers in Ardoris are trying to look up your kilt.
that's what they're actually trying to do. The Oracle's a perv. They just ain't telling you that.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
I've seen that thing scan me more than once.
So then from there, let's see. Justin's going to be correcting me on something. And she does say that there is a lot of the new stuff on it for show, but not enough. Because how many Hearth of Britannia cabinets are out there?
There's quite a few out there right now that I see. There are even a couple actually on the forums that I see up for sale. Saw one down as low as $210
Yep.
the other day. So the price is coming
Uh-oh.
down. And
Well, the
talk
price will
about
go
that.
up real soon.
Yeah, well, there's I don't think people are ready for the game. That's been my
No.
statement for
As
the longest
soon
time.
as after Final Wipe, everything's going to change and everything's going to get a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be tough to do. Will there be watchers at Hobloth? I don't know. I think we can volunteer to look up a couple skirts and kilts. What do you think?
Oh, shoe cam. Get a shoe cam, Les.
Ooh, the shoe cam.
Yeah.
I think that's illegal in the state of Texas. Unless you got some
Must
sheep.
be a loophole somewhere.
Unless you got some sheep. Eh.
She.
And there is add-on store stuff in Hometown that is viewable, including Justin said some things that aren't even in the store yet.
Now there's a new
So,
they've-
telescope.
update in the store, I understand. And if you want to, let's go ahead and showcase this. This is something that's coming through discussions in the new player initiatives and the Hospitalers. I believe this is where I got this from. Let me pull this up and share this with you. And
Are you talking about?
the greenhouse, the new greenhouse.
The rusted iron small greenhouse? That one?
The green one, yes.
The green one, the one that we have on our lot, is the one that you cannot buy
The
anymore.
round one, the new one.
The round elven greenhouse.
The elven,
Yes, the
I'm
very,
sorry,
very
yes.
tiny one. What about it?
Well, you got to go bring it up on your screen, and I will show you.
Already done. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Huh. A little small.
Well,
one's
if Laz would blow up everything to 150% like me, he would actually get it.
well, that's
I've
not.
actually switched.
But one of the things that they're doing is that since these really don't give you much perspective, we're going to be soliciting, as well as Dallas had Finn do the 3D render thing here, so that people will actually be able to start seeing things in better perspective before they buy them as well. So you'll notice if you click on that, you'll actually see the 3D render that you can rotate around, take a look at, and really get to know your piece of equipment before you ever even purchase it.
Yeah.
Now, I still don't.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. If you had virtual reality, you could view it in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Well, that's another sore topic altogether right now. There's people who want VR for this, and there's other people who are totally against VR for this, and then there's the
Why would you be against it if you're not going to use it? Just don't use it.
Well,
because
people complain about everything.
that's right. Yeah, because it's
Damn it.
something to complain about. Do they need any other reason?
Yep.
They don't
Oh,
need
boy.
any other reason.
so that's kind of small, ain't it, for a greenhouse? What are you growing there?
It's smallish. It's not as
Well,
big as the ones
that
behind
one,
us.
That one is a very, very small one. The one behind us is the one that was only available for the stretch goal store. The stretch goal did not make it for the flexible housing. And so since people complained about wanting to buy greenhouses and things like that, that's where they added the rusted, which is, I think, the same size as the one we have.
Correct.
Or
Is
a little
it?
It's just rusted exterior.
Yeah.
Now, if you look across the street over to the southeast, you'll actually see a version of the Elven
There it
one
is.
across the
Yeah.
way over there.
It's clicks.
Yes.
But just one of the
Look at
new
that.
things
It's a
that
lot
they're going to
because-
start doing
Yes.
in the store so that people get better views of things, and hopefully there's some other thoughts and ideas being tossed around out there, like taking player submission pictures and adding them so we have options. But it's something they're looking at and working on. One of those hospitaler ideas that the group's come up with. That group has grown. And again,
Yeah, it's now like 100 people.
yeah, we can take the moment here and mention it just in case any of the folks down there are listening, that maybe it's time to take that public, as Jack suggested to me yesterday.
I agree with that, just because it has grown outside of the scope of the hospitalers.
Of getting it off
And
the
it has
ground and
grown
getting it
into
started. Absolutely.
Everything, yes.
Stella!
So it's almost everybody in the community is
Has
already a
entered the
member.
building.
And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was, and again, wonderful job, wonderful ideas, and of course, we're off to a great start, and it's going to grow, expand, and build until, and there's another funny one. I'll have to share that with you later. I don't have that one handy. There's one that Onyx shared, and you'll get a laugh. Let me see if I can look it up. Well, We should get ready to get the calendar taken care of today, though.
Why is
would we take care
everybody
of the
bouncing?
calendar?
I don't
It's
know.
because
Clients.
Casey's sitting on. They're sitting on nut butter.
That
and
butter
that's how they
Casey.
help make it.
Okay. Quit bouncing up and down on it. You better not say anything.
Yeah.
See, I'm not bouncing on my screen. Jade is
Oh,
bouncing on my screen.
Yeah, you're bouncing.
You're both bouncing.
Jade and
Oh, yeah.
Casey are both bouncing. And Stella's saying hi.
Yes, I shouted out Stella just a moment ago. That's 2 shout outs.
She was saying hi to.
One for not
Yep,
being
yep.
here, and one for being here.
I know.
Crisscross will make you. The Daddy Mac will make you.
You ready for this? You ready?
Jump.
You ready? You ready
Jump.
for the calendar?
I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready for the calendar. I don't think you're prepared.
You don't think?
Nope, I know so.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so the community calendar is provided by our friends over at Avatar Circle. It is currently administered by Kazan Phoenix Fire, who has his hands in everything.
Except for me.
Community calendar is a
That's not
Google
what I heard.
calendar. If
Took
you
advantage of
have
that
a
one time
guild
special.
or alliance or a reason to connect to it or adds to stuff, you can do so. You can either register on Avatar Circle or you can email Kazan for how to connect your Google Calendar to the community calendar. All times on the community calendar are New Britannia time, which in the real world is considered to be Central Standard Time because Central Standard Time is the best time zone to be in. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. California can fall into the ocean.
Hey. Hey, funny, man.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
What is it? Arizona
Beachfront
Bay.
property.
Yeah, Arizona, the place with or is it New Mexico with 6 time zones? Okay, so let's see. Today is Thursday, May 19th. Remember, all times are New Britannia time. So today at 2, you can listen to Avatar's Radio for Dr. DJ Selly with his Faster and Louder show, which is all about 70s and 80s guitar rock. Otherwise, join in at 4 o'clock for Golden Wing Okan with his 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere
5 o'clock
because it's 5 o'clock on the
That's
East
right.
Coast.
It'll be 5
Somewhere on the
o'clock
East
here on the
Coast.
East Coast.
That's right. If you're interested in a little bit of PvE, you can join the Phoenix Republic for PvE nights. That is contact Malakis or Kazan Phoenix Fire for that. At 8 o'clock, DJ Striker is going to be doing his eclectic flow of tunes and for his show Lost in the Spaces. At 8 o'clock, if you're interested in some PvP, you can register with Pestilence for the Gladiator Wars. That's going to be out in Finchfield. And at 9 o'clock, the battles begin promptly. So remember, this is a Pestilence's Gladiator Wars out in Finchfield. And the last thing for tonight is going to be a Pollux Evanhart doing Temper Tantrum Tea Days.
Temper Tantrum Tea Days with a Pollux.
Hey, what happened to Breck?
What's that?
What
What happened to Breck?
He's right there.
Now he's right there. What happened?
He dropped and he came back.
Maybe he got logged out.
I guess he's
Yeah.
been AFK for the
He is
longest.
working.
He's just now joining us. I don't know if he's listening on the radio or not. But of course, we're here every Monday through Friday. So if he missed us throughout the day, which it looks like he missed most of the show, or at least he's just now getting up and moving around, letting us know he's actually here. Who knows where to find us?
Yep, he is setting up his computer at work, so he is a little distracted.
There you go.
So that was the community calendar for Thursday, May 19th in Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right.
Since I didn't finish that part. Avatar. And if Lance is going to be doing Thursday,
Thursdays.
I'm going to do Avatar. Turds Day.
Treat.
Turd day.
Story time.
Hey, you can't whisper for the next 9 minutes.
Who's sneaking in?
Story time. With
Nope,
Lord
nope.
British.
We have to do other things.
Story time. With Lord
We could do a story time.
Yep.
Get my
That brings us to our thank yous.
Let's
That
go
means
ahead
that
and do
we
that.
need to
That's
first
right.
and foremost thank our sponsors. The first one is going to be Relics by Real, which is I'm wearing a Shroud of the Avatar shirt today.
Yay!
So
two.
that I got that off of relicsbyreal.com, so you can get one as well.
Mine's
And
blue.
from there you can also get. You got to go with the gray, man. The gray's the best.
Yeah, these grays, man. I don't know
lady
what
got
it
it.
is about them, but the gray T-shirt from Relics by Real compared to the blue with the purple, these things are probably one of the most comfortable T-shirts I've ever worn. And aside from the fact that it's a Shroud of the Avatar, and this is what I made, just this is what we landed on. Yeah, you can't get me out of these damn things. I got a closet full of these things. I love these.
That's the same one. I
Yeah,
recognize it.
Can't tell people I
Laz
can't
really
afford
only
more
has
than
one
one
shirt,
T-shirt, man. This is the promo T-shirt.
Yeah.
What? For God's sakes, Elise, I see that stain you got on there.
Oh, is that mustard stain still there? No.
That mustard stain.
Yeah, it's still there.
But
Last
that's
week.
right. It's relicsbyreal.com.
So, if you use the discount code NBNN, you can get 10% off. So make sure if you are looking for real life Shroud of the Avatar collectibles, please go visit Relics by Real.
That's right.
Then after that,
We
we
got our
need to thank
friends.
Jacob White. Yes.
Jacob.
Jacob
Jacob.
White. That's
Jacob
sodamap.com.
I'm
White.
lost.
Soda Map is truth according to Lord British, and it is the most up-to-date and accurate map in Shroud of the Avatar. So make sure that you actually pay attention. If you are lost, you can go ahead and just type in your destination and look at the overworld map and see where you're going. Soda Map is truth.
That's right. Lord British said it himself. And of course, we got our good friends over at sodataming.com and sodacraft.com. Those guys done all the hard work for you. They got all the lists, they've got all the items, they got all the critters that you could want to tame and craft to your heart's content. And they've got it on their websites just for you to go out there and figure out what you want to do with it. So go check out sodataming.com, sodacraft.com. Those guys got all sorts of great stuff for all your needs here in Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, our good friends over at Shroud Marketplace. For all your virtual vendables, go check out the folks at shroudmarketplace.com, and I'm sure Jack will be pleased to tell you folks all about it and the services provided out there.
Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes plots in player-owned towns, or if you're looking for rare items like the Hearth of Britannia, or even more Halloween wear, things like that. All of it is available on shroudmarketplace.com, including such
Easter
services
baskets.
as Easter basket. No one's selling an Easter basket right now on Shroud Marketplace, but as soon as I see one, I'll let you know.
Easter
Jay.
basket. I want an Easter basket. I want an
That's
Easter
right.
basket.
Dang it.
Yes.
Halloween's not even here yet.
Yep.
I want an
If
Easter
you
egg.
are interested in having Scrota come to your event and play for an hour with his entire band, you can do so for $1,
Love
where
you.
he provides you with everything you want.
Oh, happy
you
ending
all
from
the
time.
I know. Yeah.
We are
Anything you
Scrota.
want. Yes. Yes. Y'all completely ruined my plug.
Your what
Scrota's-
plug? Pardon?
My plug for Scrota.
Butt plug.
Oh my.
Whoa there, Laz.
Put that on this. No.
Oh, what? Nut butter,
you
ass
kidding?
jokes,
There you
everything
go.
else, but I say butt plug and everybody has a conniption fit. Get out of here.
I thought it was a pacifier, man. I put that thing in my mouth.
Oh,
What the hell? Oh. Don't leave that thing laying around, Les.
Led Zepp was having his girlfriend gag him. He thought it was a pacifier.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. So, anything that you want Shroud of the Avatar related, it's easy to set yourself up as a vendor. Right now, it's like, you know what? There's no better place than Shroud Marketplace. I can do this. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, so once again, thank you everybody for watching today's show as we took it straight into the gutter and didn't come very far out of it. So thank you for watching. That includes all 20 people that are watching on Twitch, including the also watching
we got
on my channel or on YouTube. Yeah, we do. Okay, let's go with it. Kush Lady, Blood Omen, Botox, Carry Death, Change Tip, D-God G-E, Frosha, Jaron Schwartzer, Casey Jennings, Luca Mellahand, Matus CZ, Sater, Farron, Stella, and Vaclav. Thank you. Thank you for being logged into Twitch. Thank you for participating. Thank you. Don't forget, you are more than welcome to join us in Discord for any and every show before and after. Just go to nbnn.info and click on the connect button for Discord, then type in your name and then join us. Hang out with us, talk, see how grossly inappropriate we are off the air. It gets much worse.
Actually, we're civil off the air. That's the funny part. We only become animals when you flip the switch on the radio.
when I hit start,
it's like feeding the mogwai. You don't feed the mogwai.
Yeah, don't feed it after midnight.
That's right. Don't give them any ideas after they flip the on-air switch. That's right.
Water.
Water.
Yes, thank you everybody for watching on Twitch, YouTube, and listening to Radio Free Britannia.
That's right. And for all you folks catching us in replays, we do appreciate you as well. Of course, we know you're out there watching and listening and following along, even though you guys might have to be at work or other places in the world while we do our live broadcast. And we appreciate you guys tuning in to catch up with all the day's news, day in and day out here with us here in Shroud of the Avatar. Alrighty, folks, we're going to have to wrap it up for today, and we'll be back with you tomorrow for the weekend wrap-up. We'll be bringing you all the latest news, of course, the weekend schedule for what's happening throughout the weekend, and any other news that we can bring you. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
It's Kate's Cupcakes.
And Scroda.
And we are NBNN. Thanks for everybody for joining us. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow. Of course, we want to thank Beric for hanging out with us here today. I know he was only here for part of the time, but he's more than welcome to come join us, as
welcome
are you.
To the team.
That's right.
More the merrier.
We will be back tomorrow with Lord British Story Time.
Avatars.
Avatars. With Lord British.
Casey has crickets. Free candy.
That's when Lord British
Casey's on you. Butt plug.
Oh, God. Led Zeppelin has free candy. Yeah. I keep it between my legs.
Van.
Come and get it. Gary.
Mm-mm.
Oh, girl.